the hammer of God, suspending Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair for not one, not two, but 3 games they claim for repeated violations of player safety rule guidelines. This after the hit to Jacksonville quarterback Trevor Lawrence, which started a melee in Jacksonville. Now, reactions have been pouring in from around the NFL. NFL media elites have commented on this. Players, former players. The one with the most traction is an expat. So that's the one we're going to focus in on here. If you didn't hear, perhaps not, Fox's Tom Brady. Tom Brady suggesting that quarterbacks be penalized or even fined for plays like Trevor Lawrence made that resulted in Azeez Al-Shaair being suspended for 3 games. Now, he appeared on FSR here with our colleague Colin Cowherd, and Brady said maybe they fine or penalize quarterbacks for sliding late, he said. Look, if we don't want these hits to take place, Brady continued, we've got to penalize the offense and the defense rather than just penalize the defensive player for every single play that happens when there's a hit on the quarterback. Okay, close quote. Let us discuss the question. Tom Brady supporting the penalizing of quarterbacks for late slides and that type of activity on these bang plays. Your thoughts? So I've got pendulum, popular vote, and Oprah. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to put the biscuit in the basket. So number 1. Yeah. Now, generally speaking, which is what we do general talk radio, the sports variety. But generally speaking, if you've heard this show over the years, you know that my position is one where I'm in agreement with Tom Brady on this. I had the unpopular opinion, which clearly the NFL did not agree with, that this was not a war crime, that the hit in question the other day. But as far as what Brady said now, supporting the penalizing, the punishment of quarterbacks for late slides, the pearl-clutching crowd who hide behind their smartphones are going to have to sit this one out. What Brady is saying, for me, is just common sense. But again, I grew up in the era with the NFL's hardest hits by NFL Films and celebrating that type of football. And we've done a 180. Like, we've done a 180 from what that was to what this is now. And I can't imagine where we're going next. But how is the defender? Let me ask you this. Serious question. How is the defender supposed to know what you, as the quarterback, are going to do when you haven't started sliding until it's too late for them to stop? Now, a lot of this is gamesmanship. That's the word here. It's gamesmanship. The quarterbacks realize that they're special people. They're a protected class if you're a quarterback. So they are taking full advantage of dumb people. That's the key to life. You take advantage of dumb people. So quarterbacks know, since they are a protected class, that they're going to take advantage of the rule book. And they'll wait to slide at the very last moment, trying to get as many yards, of course, as possible. They also know that they're more likely to draw a penalty, and the whole thing is horse poop. It's 50 shades of gray. The pendulum has swung too far in favor of the quarterback rights, and we need the pigskin Supreme Court to get involved. Rules need to be changed. Quarterbacks should not be able to fake a slide or stutter step along the sidelines and pretend like they're going out of bounds and then do the old psych, just kidding, and get some extra yards, right? Shouldn't be able to do that. Should not. Happens all the time. All right, now page 2. As far as the big picture, because we're all about the big picture here on the Overnight Show, what did you make of the NFL's adjudication of Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair, which included from some very, very saucy language directed at the ball player? So that aside, we'll focus in on the punishment. All right, so the sentence was handed down to win the popular vote. The sentence was handed down to win the popular vote. The NFL knew that that is going to get support from the casuals. And that's who most of their customers are. They're not hardcore people. Most of the people that support the NFL are casual fans. And people who don't understand how fast the game of football is played, people that believe that these are actually robots and that they can stop on a dime, and that people over at Tesla, Elon Musk, and the people at Tesla have cooked up a wonderful way to make these people seem human, but they're not. Maybe they're robots or lizard people, whatever, but they're not humans, and so they can stop in midair. And the low information fan sees this punishment, and they just lick their chops, and they love it, and they can't get enough. It will get Matrix-level approval. And the NFL, in many ways, and all these teams have not figured out that social media is not real, right? It's a fake world that is manipulated. They haven't figured that out. So the bots, the cyborgs, the sock puppet accounts will support this punishment and make an example out of Azeez Al-Shaair. Now, by no means do I support his politics. I think the guy's a Looney Tune. But we're merely judging him on the football play, which is all I care about. I'm in it for the football stuff. And that other nonsense, you can save that for somewhere else. But just from a pure football standpoint, they absolutely buried him. And I did see the Texans come out, the GM of the Texans, and he came out and supported his player, which you'd expect him to do, and he used some saucy language. He used a naughty word. Oh, my God, he used a naughty word. Oh, he's going to get punished. All right, now, final point. We're going to turn the page now. Turn the page from the Tom Brady and his reaction to Azeez Al-Shaair, the Texans linebacker. We'll get your thoughts on that if you want. But final point. We turn now. The pinwheel lands, and we are going to Jacksonville. Another crap bag team. That's the other half of this equation, right? The Texans, Jags, Trevor Lawrence, according to some internet reports, decapitated. He was not. So I saw this, and I thought this was amusing. A fan shared what appears to be a cameo video of former Ohio State coach Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer. Yeah, Urban Meyer. So in this clip, which has gone round and round and round the echo chamber, in the clip, Urban Meyer, who was coach in Jacksonville for about a minute, endorsed Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. He's all about the Johnson, Urban Meyer, to replace Doug Peterson as Jacksonville's head coach. In the clip, which has picked up a lot of steam here, Urban Meyer says, all right, Mr. Shad, as in Shad Khan, the owner there, you invest a lot into this franchise, Urban said, and now it is time to make the right decision to get a return. Meyer went on to say, the kid you've got down there is a gunslinger, referring to Trevor Lawrence. Build it around him. Build it around him. Don't go for the old guard. Go for the young and the fresh. Hire Ben, not Bill. Well, I like that, meaning Belichick, of course. Hire Ben. All right, so how do you react to Urban Meyer and his, they're calling it accidental endorsement of Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson for the Jacksonville coaching job? So I love this, right? I think this is hilarious, and this is the world we're in, and it was Oprah-like. It was Oprah-like. Remember during the election, which was just a few weeks ago, when Kamala Harris's campaign paid Oprah Winfrey like $2.5 million or something for some town hall, and there was this big controversy about that. A bunch of celebrities got paid. They claimed it wasn't for endorsements, but most people that have a brain think it was for endorsement. So in that respect, Urban Meyer is a cheap date, okay? Because I looked it up, and on Cameo, he charges $345. So some fan, we'll call the fan, I don't know the fan's name, Joe Blow. So Joe Blow fan pays $345, has Urban Meyer do a cameo, sending a pep talk to Shad Khan, the owner of the Jacksonville football team. It then goes viral. You talk about a discount rate. Now, I should raise my rate. I'm on Cameo. I don't promote it much, but if every once in a while, a few people are big super fans, and there's a couple guys every year. Birthdays come up or some event, and I'll do a little Cameo for them. But I'm charging a fraction of that. I mean, as someone on Cameo, it does go with the territory. It does go with the territory, and you get these requests, and you have to decide: A, do I make this public? What's the point of not making it public? Because anything you do is going to be public anyway. And then you're like, do I accept this or not? Like, there's a lot that goes into it. And then you're like, well, I'm greedy. I want the money, so I'll do it. And that's normally how that goes in the end. I have turned some down. There have been some that I've turned down that I felt like would come back and cause problems down the line. So I've rejected those for a nominal fee that I did turn down. Every once in a while, it does happen. But Urban Meyer for $345. We should have Urban Meyer. We should pay him. I endorse the Ben Maller show. We can just get a bunch of celebrities to endorse the show, and then we'll just play that on the show, and then we're good. We make it seem like we're very popular with powerful people, but we're more popular with just like regular people.